Welcome back to the deep dive. It is Tuesday, February 24th, 2026, and today we're shifting gears a little bit.
Yeah, we're stepping right into the war room for this one.
Exactly. We aren't just analyzing a market trend from the outside today. We are role-playing a very specific and honestly pretty high-pressure scenario.
It's a scenario in its industry that I think a lot of people don't realize is literally a multi-million-dollar space.
The corporate gifting space.
It is huge, and it's kind of invisible until you start looking for it.
Right. So here's the setup for everyone listening right now. Imagine you have a meeting tomorrow morning. You are pitching a corporate gifting strategy to the absolute giants of the Hong Kong insurance industry.
We're talking Prudential, Sunlife.
FFWD, AIA, these are the titans.
Yeah.
And the brief is incredibly difficult because these clients, they have seen absolutely everything.
They really have. You have to understand the scale here. These companies manage thousands of agents. They organize massive public events like marathons and concerts.
Right, the scale is massive.
And they serve everyone from the average family buying their very first policy all the way up to the ultra high net worth individual who owns buildings in Central.
So they don't want just another plastic pen.
Oh, please, no more plastic pens. They don't want generic swag. They need tools.
Tools to build relationships.
Exactly. They need objects that actually get used. If you walk into that pitch with a catalog of stress balls, the meeting is over before it starts.
Totally. So to help you win this imaginary pitch, or maybe a real one if you are actually in the industry, we have pulled together a massive stack of sources for this deep dive.
A really good stack.
We've got strategic roadmaps from Crystocraft, we have trend reports from the Ambiente 2026 Trade Fair, and catalogs from Brand Charger, Gift You, and Brand HK.
And we didn't just stop there. We also went through the financial reports and event pages of the insurers themselves.
Which is crucial.
Right, because we needed to see what they are actually boasting about to their shareholders this year.
So our mission today is to map out the 2026 insurance event calendar, literally month by month, season by season, and match it with the perfect, specific products found in these source documents.
We are going to help you outrun the competition by offering strategy, not just stuff.
Which is really the only way to win in 2026. So let's start right where we are. It is late February 2026.
Yep.
The Lunar New Year celebrations are just wrapping up. Everyone's back at their desks in Quarry Bay and Tsim Sha Tsui. What is the vibe in Hong Kong right now, and how does an insurer tap into it?
Well, the dominant theme right now, without a doubt, is the year of the horse. We are firmly in the 2026 year of the horse.
Obviously.
But here's the nuance, and this is exactly what the 2026 Crystal Fine Rock Wallet Design Strategic Roadmap points out. This isn't just about sticking a cartoon horse on a calendar.
Right, that's lazy.
It's incredibly lazy. This is a design mandate. The roadmap highlights that luxury brands, think Mont Blanc or Christofle, they are pairing galloping horse symbols with deep reds, golds, and deep blues.
Very traditional luxury colors.
Exactly. It is all about symbolizing prosperity, speed, and crucially, new starts.
Which is honestly a gift for an insurance marketer. Prosperity and protection are basically the two main things they sell.
Start your new year safe.
Exactly. It is their core product. Look at Prudential. They recently ran this Golden Reward Lucky Draw where they were literally giving away 999.9 gold bars.
Right.
That sets a very specific tone. They are projecting high-value traditional wealth, stability. They're essentially saying, we are as solid as gold.
So if you walk into a meeting proposing a gray minimalist notebook for their post-New Year client dinners,
You're going to fail.
you'd be completely out of sync. You need to tap into that cultural hook immediately. For instance, Crystocraft has a galloping horse figurine in their 2026 catalog.
I saw that one in the sources.
Yeah, it uses a cold stamping metal art technique. It's dynamic, it signifies moving forward.
And it looks expensive, even that it's mass-produced.
Exactly. And that resonates with an insurance agent who wants to, gallop towards their sales targets. Or a client looking to grow their wealth.
It's a desk ornament that serves as a constant reminder of the relationship.
It is.
I saw another example in the Gift You case studies that I thought was really clever for this time of year. They worked with MSIG, another major insurer, and they produced a momori.
Ah, the Japanese amulets.
Right. It's usually a little fabric pouch, right?
Yes, traditionally kept for luck or safety.
Yeah.
And this is brilliant for insurance because it connects the cultural idea of luck with the commercial promise of protection.
It makes the policy tangible.
Exactly. You can actually hold protection in your hand.
It's emotional.
It really is. And in Q1, right after the new year, people are feeling very superstitious. They want to lock in their luck for the rest of the year.
So if you pitch an Omamori-style gift that doubles as a policyholder or a keychain,
Yeah,
you are speaking their language.
absolutely.
So the takeaway for key one is pretty clear. Don't be generic, be culturally relevant. If you aren't offering a Year of the Horse or a protection-themed item right now, you are losing to someone who is.
Precisely. But, the year moves fast. As we get into March and April, the focus shifts. The holidays are over.
Right.
We need to talk about the army of people actually selling these policies, the agents.
The ubiquitous Hong Kong insurance agent. I mean, you see them in Pacific Coffee, in hotel lobbies, always on their iPads, usually dressed way better than I am.
Always. And that is your insight for the pitch. Their office is mobile. They are the definition of the new work trend we saw in the Ambiente 2026 Trade Fair report.
They don't have cubicles, they have coffee shop tables.
Exactly.
Now, new work, the report had a very specific aesthetic for this, didn't it?
It did. They called it minimalist professionalism. Or, if you follow social media trends, it's essentially the clean girl aesthetic applied to business.
So a lot of neutrals.
Right. It's all about ivory, beige, slate gray, things that look polished but aren't screaming for attention.
That makes a lot of sense. If you were sitting across from a client discussing their mortality or their life savings, you don't want your gear to look cheap or distracting.
No, you want to look clinical and professional. You want to subtly communicate, I have my act together so I can handle your money.
Right.
So looking at the brand charger source material, there is one product that just screams 2026 insurance agent, the Picasso 2 Eco.
The name sounds fancy, but what is it actually?
It's an inkless pen.
Inkless. How does that work? Is it digital?
No, it's analog, but it uses a special graphite alloy tip. It writes on paper exactly like a pencil, but the alloy is so hard that it barely wears down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can write for years without sharpening it or buying a refill, and made of recycled aluminum too. But here is the real kicker for the agent.
What's that?
It also has a captive stylus for touchscreens.
Oh, that is perfect.
Yeah.
Because half the time they're sketching out a financial plan on a paper napkin for you, and the other half they're getting you to sign a PDF on an iPad.
Exactly. It solves a functional problem. And it aligns beautifully with the sustainability goals we see in the annual reports of companies like Sunlife and Prudential.
They all have those massive net zero targets right now.
They do. So a pen that doesn't need plastic refills, that is a sustainability story they can actually tell in their corporate reporting.
That's smart. What else does the mobile agent need? I assume power is a big one.
Power is oxygen for them.
Yeah.
If their battery dies, they literally lose the sale. Brand HK and Gift You both highlight these new MagSafe power banks.
Like the charge and go one.
Yes. The charge and go from verbatim. It snaps right onto the back of the phone magnetically. No cables, no mess on the coffee shop table.
Just clean, minimalist professionalism. Essential.
Exactly.
But, I saw something else in the Brand HK stack that looked like a step even further into tech. Smart Tap Gifts. Is this NFC?
Yes, near-field communication. And this is a game changer for 2026.
How so?
Imagine a high-end leather keychain, or even that inkless pen we just mentioned, but embedded with a tiny NFC chip. The agent just taps it on the client's phone, and boom.
What happens?
Their digital business card, the policy details, and the company app download link all pop up instantly on the client's screen.
Oh, that is slick.
Yeah.
That makes the agent look incredibly cutting edge.
Doesn't it? And it bridges the gap between the physical gift and the digital service. Insurance companies are obsessed with their apps right now.
Yeah. Prudential has Pulse. Sunlife has their client app.
Right. Anything that drives traffic to those apps is a massive win. If you pitch a gift that literally drives app downloads with a tap, you are directly solving a marketing director's KPI.
You're doing their job for them. Okay, so we have the agents equipped for the daily grind. Now let's look at the calendar again. We are heading into Q2.
Summer is coming.
And it gets incredibly hot in Hong Kong. But these insurance companies, they really love their outdoor events.
They really do. Health and wellness is the other massive pillar of this industry. You look at Sunlife, they have a huge focus on diabetes care and active living.
And Prudential sponsors all those tennis tournaments and huge walking events.
And FWD had that Super Mario Run to the Goal event.
I saw that in the sources, FWD and Super Mario. That's such a fun collaboration.
It is, and it shows they are trying to reach a much younger, more active demographic. So for your Q2 pitch, you need products that fit the active client. But you have to be careful here.
Careful how? Like avoiding cheap stuff.
Well, yes, but you can't just pitch a generic water bottle either. Everyone has a cupboard completely full of them. You need to look at the specific specs.
Okay.
Brand Charger has this Vortex Athletica bottle.
What makes it different from the 50 other bottles I own?
Wait. It is single-wall stainless steel, and it only weighs 238 grams.
Wow, that is oddly specific.
But details matter. If you are running a 10K or even just carrying a bag around the city in July, you do not want a heavy, double-walled vacuum flask wearing you down. You want lightweight. Pitching that specific lightweight feature shows the client you actually understand the event. You aren't just selling a container, you're selling comfort during a run.
That's a great framing.
Yeah.
And what about for the spectators? Or just the people walking around Hong Kong in the heat?
Brand HK suggests high-speed handheld cooling fans and misting bottles.
Those little battery-powered ones.
Yeah, it sounds simple, almost trivial, right? But at a crowded outdoor event in 30-degree heat with 90% humidity, the company that gives you a cooling fan is your best friend.
That is true brand loyalty right there. Thank you for not letting me melt on the pavement.
Exactly. It creates a powerful, positive, emotional anchor to the brand. But, there's another angle to health and wellness that isn't just about running marathons.
What's that?
It's about family. The sandwich generation is a huge target demographic for insurance right now.
People taking care of kids and aging parents simultaneously.
Exactly. PruNextGen was one of the programs mentioned in the Prudential source, right? They are targeting education funds and child protection.
So how do you appeal to the kids? Or, I guess, appeal to the parents through the kids?
Crystocraft identifies a massive opportunity in 2026. Zootopia 2.
The Disney movie.
Yes. It's the 10th anniversary of the franchise in 2026, and Crystocraft suggests using these blind box mystery series.
Oh, well, blind boxes are huge. My niece is completely obsessed. You buy the little box, and you don't know which character is inside until you tear it open.
It's super addictive, and it's not just for kids anymore. Gen Alpha and young adults love it too.
Really?
Yeah, GiftU showed a case study where HKU Hong Kong University used blind box charms. If a university is doing it for young adults, it's completely mainstream.
Okay, so imagine an insurance company doing a family safety campaign. You meet with an agent to talk about a 15-year education fund, and they give you a Zootopia blind box for your kid.
Exactly. It builds an immediate positive association. And purely practically speaking, it keeps the kid occupied while the parents talk about premiums and coverage.
Oh, that is actually genius. You are solving the problem of the bored kid in a meeting.
It's tactical gifting at its finest.
Okay, let's pivot to the very top of the pyramid. We have talked about the mass market events and the agents. But what about the VIPs? The high net worth clients?
Oh, yeah.
Or the MDRT agents, the million-dollar round tabletop performers?
This is a completely different ballgame. You absolutely cannot give these people a handheld cooling fan.
No. They probably have air conditioning everywhere they go anyway?
Right. These are people who buy luxury as a habit. For this group, you need to look at the Insignia source.
Insignia.
Yeah, they're a luxury lifestyle management service, and their card portfolio is insane. They offer jewelry cards.
Wait, cards like payment cards made of jewelry?
Yes, high-end payment cards encrusted with diamonds, pearls, exotic materials like lapis lazuli.
That is wild.
It is.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, an insurance company might not give a diamond-encrusted credit card as a simple corporate gift, but the aesthetic is what we are looking for here.
The vibe.
Exactly. It's about artisan and heritage.
So what is the corporate gift equivalent of a diamond credit card?
Crystocraft suggests moving entirely away from generic trophies. If you are rewarding a top agent who just brought in millions in revenue, do not give them a plastic cup on a wooden block.
Right.
They offer metal art sculptures or 24K gold-plated crystal MagSafe wallet stands.
A gold-plated MagSafe stand. That sounds like something you'd actually be proud to keep on your mahogany desk.
Exactly. It's functional jewelry. Sits right next to your phone all day. And then there's Bind Artisan. This is a Singaporean brand mentioned in our stack.
What do?
They do bespoke leather.
Leather's always classic. But does it feel a bit dated for 2026?
Not if it's done right. We're talking customized passport holders or premium notebooks with personalized monograms. This ties perfectly into the travel aspect of the industry.
Oh, true. Prudential and all the others sell a ton of travel insurance.
Right. A high-end monogrammed leather passport holder says, "We protect you wherever you go globally, and we do it in style." It's signal status.
Speaking of global, I noticed a weirdly specific theme in the 2026 Crystal Fine Rock Roadmap. America 250.
Ah, yes, the semi-quincentennial, the 250th anniversary of the United States in 2026.
Why on earth does a Hong Kong insurance company care about the U.S. birthday? That feels like a massive stretch for a pitch.
It definitely does at first glance. But you have to remember, many of these firms are deeply global. Sunlife has a huge U.S. presence. Prudential has deep historical ties.
Yeah.
And many of their VIP clients, the ones buying those massive multi-million-dollar policies, they have business interests, property, or children studying in the U.S.
Ah, so it's a very niche play.
It is. The roadmap suggests American excellence themes. Subtle stars and stripes motifs, high-end commemorative glassware.
So you wouldn't pitch that to everyone?
No, if you pitch this to the general marketing team for a street run, they might just shrug.
Yeah.
But if you pitch it to the private wealth desk handling international high net worth clients...
You look like a genius who actually reads the global tea leaves.
Exactly. It shows you intimately understand their customers' lifestyle, not just the local Hong Kong holiday calendar.
That is the deep dive difference right there. Finding that one detail that makes the client go, whoa, you really did your homework.
It seals the deal.
So we have the calendar mapped, Q1 culture, Q2 wellness, year-round agent efficiency, and the top-tier VIP layer. But the market is crowded. How do we actually close this?
What's the X factor?
Yeah, what is the winning strategy that beats the other 5 vendors pitching the exact same travel mug?
It comes down to 2 things, really. Storytelling and authenticity. And specifically, wrapping both of those around sustainability.
We touched on this with the inkless pen earlier,
Yeah.
but honestly, it feels like every single company claims to be green now. It's almost background noise at this point.
And that is exactly the problem. It's called greenwashing. And the brand charger source material is very, very aggressive about calling this out.
What do they say?
Their slogan in the catalog is literally certified sustainability. No greenwashing, but facts.
No greenwashing, but facts. I really like that.
You have to use that. If you are pitching to Sunlife, who publishes a massive ESG environmental, social, and governance report every single year, you cannot just hand them a bag and say, this is eco-friendly.
Because that means nothing anymore.
Exactly. They have auditors checking their supply chain.
So what do you actually have to say in the room?
You need to say, this bag is made from certified RPE recycled plastic bottles, and here's the global certification document to prove it. Or, this power bank uses RABS plastic.
Bring the receipts.
Yes. And tell a story with it. Brand Charger lists the sprout pencil in the sources.
The one you plant after you use it, and it grows into a herb.
Yes. Think about the metaphor for insurance there. Growth, future, nurturing.
Oh, that's good.
You pitch that story. You say, Mr. Client, don't just give your customers a pen. Give them a pen that grows into a basil plant. Just like your policy grows their wealth over time.
That is a winning line right there. It completely connects the physical object to the intangible service they are selling.
And the second part of that winning strategy is experience. Gift U has a service mentioned in their case studies called Live Print.
Is that exactly what it sounds like? Printing stuff live right there at the event?
Yes. So imagine you are at that FWD Super Mario running event.
Yeah.
You just finished the race. You're sweating.
Okay.
Instead of just grabbing a pre-printed generic bag from a pile on a folding table, you go over to a dedicated booth. You type in your finishing time or your name, and a machine prints it onto a tote bag or a luggage tag right in front of you.
Oh, wow. That changes it from a transaction to a memory.
Exactly. It massively increases the keep value of the item. You are much, much less likely to throw away something that has your actual name or your personal achievement printed right on it.
It basically becomes a trophy.
Right. It effectively extends the lifespan of that brand impression from a few days to potentially years.
So let's summarize this calendar attack plan for our listener before they head into this imaginary pitch meeting.
Okay, here's the roadmap to win.
Yeah.
Right now in Q1, you pitch the post-CNY protection angle.
Use the year of the horse themes.
Yes. Prosperity, forward motion. Pitch the Crystocraft horse figurines or the MSIG-style Omamori amulets. You want to own the concept of luck.
Got it. And then Q2 and summer.
You target the active wellness events, the Brand Charger lightweight Vortex bottles, and remember the weight, 238 grams,
Bring up the weight. Check.
and the Brand HK cooling fans. Tie it all to their health apps. You want to own the concept of care.
And for the agents year-round.
Focus on efficiency. Pitch the Brand Charger inkless pens, the MagSafe power banks, the tools that make their new work life easier and cleaner. You want to own the concept of professionalism.
And finally, for the VIPs.
You go pure luxury and heritage, refined artisan bespoke leather, the insignia-style bling, or those America 250 commemorative items for the international crowd. You want to own the concept of status.
And wrapping it all in a layer of certified sustainability, of course.
Always. If it's not certified, do not pitch it. The risk of being called out for greenwashing is just way too high for these big corporations today.
This is such a great example of how you can take a stack of honestly pretty dry catalogs and trade fair reports and turn them into a killer business strategy.
It's not about the product, it's about the context.
That's it. Don't sell a mug. Sell a wellness tool. Don't sell a pen. Sell sustainable efficiency. You have to align your gift with their corporate soul.
Align with their corporate soul. I love that.
Before we go, I have one final thought for you to chew on. We talk a lot about insurance agents protecting the future. They sell policies to ensure that 20, 30, 40 years from now, families are safe.
Right. That's the fundamental promise of the industry.
So if their entire job is to protect the future, shouldn't the gift they give be sustainable enough to ensure there actually is a future?
That is the ultimate question. If the gift ends up in a landfill in a month, it kind of severely undermines that whole long-term protection message, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Think about that the next time you pick up a cheap plastic pen. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Good luck with the pitch, and we'll see you next time.